Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do One Piece. Wow. One Piece episode 638 review. Now, this week's episode of One Piece. Well, first of all, before I get started, the episode link is going to be in the description box down below on One Piece Official. Now, this review is going to be shorter than normal because the episode itself is actually very simple. And all it really is we get to see what the toy soldier's about, and he's going to tell Frankie the tragic history of Dressrosa, as well as he reveals that he has these companions, and these companions have a goal of taking out the factory. And they want to bring the fall of this country. And they also want to save the people that are working inside the factory. So Frankie was just going to go there and blow it up, but no. The toy soldier wants to save the people that are working in the factory, as well as destroy it. So the toy soldier and Frankie are now gonna probably work together in order to see the factory's destruction. However, that's a minor part. Overall, it's a major part of the entire arc. That's very obvious. But when it comes to the episode itself, that's not the main focus. The main focus is Block B, and the fact that they actually stuck with Block B for the vast majority of the episode, thumbs up. Now, let me go with the basics first. Animation. It was solid. It was solid. When it came to the King Punch, it was pretty damn good. But overall, you know what? No, it was good. It was good because I'm comparing it to because when I compare it to other scenes in One Piece, it actually was pretty damn good. Because when it came to Block B, it mainly revolved around 5 guys: Bellamy, Blue Gilly, Bartolomeo, the King of Prudence, Elizabeth II, and Dagama. Those 5 guys. Ricky, not so much, because Ricky, he was on the ground. But it is revealed that Ricky, he does have a distaste for the Coliseum itself, those who cheer in the Coliseum, as well as Flamingo himself. So there's something going on there with Ricky. Ricky, who by the way, is an old guy. So we find out that he's an old guy, pretty much, right? And we don't know why he has this distaste for Flamingo, but this may tie into the tragic history that the toy soldier mentioned to Frankie. Now, because this country is not normal, that's very obvious. There's something going on here. Something very fishy, all right? It smells like rotten eggs. I mean, it looks pretty, but the smell, no, like there's something off. So, the thing about it is that may tie it together. However, when it came to the animation overall, it was pretty damn good. Well, it was good overall because the King Punch was pretty damn good. It was actually very good. When it came to the Dagama actually hitting those guys in the back, when like they're rushing over towards Blue Gilly and he betrays them, that was pretty good animation. When it came to the combat scenes between Bellamy and Bartolomeo, also pretty damn good animation. And also when it came to Blue Gilly himself was he's actually very damn impressive. And his scenes were more dynamic, where he came in there, a lot of these line streaks going on there, and his kicks are like straight up whips, and these dudes are done. So, also pretty damn good right there. So animation overall, when it came to the combat animation scenes, pretty damn good. And overall, I'll give it a good. Now when it came to the overall story progression, Block B is over. Block B is over. And it ends off with Bartolomeo saying that I'm going to get the Mare no Mi, and I'm going to dedicate it to that person. That, quote unquote. We don't know who that person is, but we'll see in the future, hopefully. Actually, no, we will, for sure, obviously. So, that's a lot of, right there when it comes to story progression, we have made some leeway, to say the least. When it comes to overall pacing, again, I like the fact that they actually stuck with Block B a vast majority of the episode. And they didn't go to like other parts. Like the only part that they actually went to for like a few minutes was Frankie and the toy soldier, which is actually very important to the overall arc itself. Duh. Because now they have because the Straw Hats aren't going alone. It's now they have people to support them, like the toy soldier and his companions. And Dressrosa does have a tragic history, which will probably be utilized in the future when it comes to them trying to overthrow Dressrosa. So overall pacing pretty damn good. And character development, the only thing that's actually relevant character-wise is that we get to see the actual hype behind the King Punch, and we get to see the powers of Bartolomeo. The body, no me. He's a barrier human. He crosses his finger, and apparently it's like some weird Japanese tale, or it's a Japanese thing, because I've never ever, when I was a kid, this never did barriers, right? And this was like, I'm gonna tell you something, but in actuality, I'm lying to you, because I'm doing this. So, but I guess it's a difference of culture, that simple. So, let me move on. When it comes to the actual Block B itself, alright, Dagama actually betraying them and then him getting betrayed by Blue Gilly. That was nice. Blue Gilly stole a lot of the spotlight. He really did. Because he was, I mean, even though those guys were pretty much like fodder, like New World fodder, Blue Gilly was just impressive. He was coming in there with the kicks. He was devastating. He was swift. And it gets to the point where he actually takes out Dagama with one kick. And it was funny, too, because he kicks him. And Dagama's like, "Ugh," and he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, what the fuck? He stands up. I'm like, dude. Like, are you copying me? Like, yeah. Like, what is that? You copying me, bro? You stealing my thunder? Ain't happening. Ain't happening, alright? There's only one master, and that's me. So, but Blue Gilly, overall, pretty damn cool. And plus, you know, martial arts, using the legs like Sanji, you know, again, very nice. Now, when it comes to Bellamy and Bartolomeo, Bellamy was getting spanked. I mean, even though Bellamy, he got stronger, quote-unquote, and he did, it's very obvious, he was getting spanked by Bartolomeo. And we see now why. Because you can't, he probably had his fingers crossed in his pockets the entire time, so no one could hit him. And he was just chilling. And it actually appears as if, like, his barrier has, like, either it's very strong in of itself, which it probably is, or it can also, like, reflect damage at you. So if you hit it, like, real close, like, it can, like, the damage that you do upon it, it can reflect upon you. And Bellamy was always sent flying back by his own attacks. But at the same time, look what happened with the King of Proteus. The King of Proteus does the King Punch. Shockwave, devastating. And the Shockwave wasn't sent back at him by the barrier. The barrier just took it. But then we have Bartolomeo do a barrier crush. And so the barrier is since jettisoning right at the King. And the King, he takes a full front and he gets knocked out. So the thing that we have to realize here is that Bartolomeo's barrier, about what it does specifically, if it can reflect close range, or if on contact it can reflect, or if it's like a long distance attack, can it just take it? We don't know exactly. But it is strong enough to take the King Punch. And the King Punch, according to what was actually, because there was a lot of hype. If you compare it to the actual manga, in the manga, all he has is an aura. All the King has like an aura, and like he's just glowing. And then he just fires the King Punch. In the anime, he goes Gear Second. And this has been like, this mode has been rehashed like 18 times, right? Well, no, that's it. And, well, maybe not, because, no, Elizabeth did it. I remember Whitebeard doing that in the middle of the Whitebeard War for some odd reason. It was kind of weird. And, well, I don't know, but I've seen it before with other characters, aside from Luffy, like this Gear Second steam. Again, in the manga, he just had an aura. And in the anime, it's like a Gear Second steam. But massive hype. Because the, like, ring, like, the entire area starts to vibrate and shake. And when he throws the King Punch, there's like this huge explosion that actually protrudes outside the Colosseum. So, the King Punch looks very damn good. I can't deny that. The question here is, does it live up to the hype? Can it knock out a Yonko if it actually hits clean? And my thing here is that I believe that the fact that Bartolomeo's barrier could take it with no problem, because according to it was strongly hinted that 2 sections of the Colosseum would have been completely pulverized had not Bartolomeo's barrier been there. So the question here now is, can it actually knock out someone like Blackbeard, someone like Shanks, someone like Kaido? And Kaido was unknown, but we've seen the limits we've seen what Blackbeard can actually take. And the fact that Blackbeard has taken Whitebeard Quakes full frontal, Whitebeard Quakes right to the face, and he's gotten up like bloody but still relatively conscious and fine. You have to wonder. So, I mean, I guess the question here is the King Punch stronger than one of Whitebeard's Quakes? Is the King Punch stronger than one of Whitebeard's Quakes? So, it's up to you. I say no. I mean, I don't think that, in my personal opinion, when it comes to Shanks, Kaido, Big Man, or Blackbeard, I don't see the King Punch knocking him out, even if it was a clean shot to the chin. I don't see it happening. But if you think so, based on what we saw, based on the hype, then that's you. But pulverizing a country's fortress from a distance, making like a huge hole, is impressive. But a Yonko, guys who are stronger than admirals, old sick dudes that are stronger than admirals, that can take on Aokiji, Akainu at the same time, while wounded, mind you. Well, I mean, I'm gonna leave it out there. But overall, the episode, it was pretty damn good. So I liked it a lot. I'm giving it a rating of a good plus to a great. Thought it was a great episode. And I will see you guys later. King Lightning. Be sure, of course, rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.